This video is brought to you by BitBox Game Cases. There is no better way to store your NES and SNES games. Cover art printing also available. Visit the link in the description for more information. Skip it up and that up. So yesterday, I'm sure many of you will have an annotation in the video, saw me talk about how the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus have been bending in people's pockets, in their front pocket, because especially the 6 Plus, because it's larger, it has a larger piece of aluminum on the back, and aluminum, if I could say aluminum, is a soft metal. They've been putting it in their front pocket, they've been taking the iPhone 6 Plus out of their pocket, and the phone has been bending. Well, Unbox Therapy, who's an awesome channel, I'll have a link below in the description. Actually, he just uploaded another video today, I didn't notice it until now, where his first video, with his hand, he tries to bend an iPhone 6 Plus, and then he got a lot of requests to try to bend a Samsung Galaxy Note 3, which is actually the phone I own. And, okay, this is with his hands. With the iPhone 6 Plus, this is the damage he was able to do with it. Here's a still. This, again, is with his hands and nothing more. Look at that phone, man. It looks like he hit the iPhone 6 Plus with a sledgehammer. And if you watch the video, which I suggest you do, he used nothing more than his bare hands, and he was able to bend the phone like that. And he said he tried to bend the phone back, and it cracked on the side, and it cracked the screen. That was with his hands. He didn't use a sledgehammer. He didn't throw it on the ground. He bent it right on video. It was a perfectly fine iPhone 6 Plus, and he shows with his bare hands him actually damaging the phone using moderate force, and it looks like that. Unreal. Now, this is what the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 looked like when he used even more than moderate force. He actually put even more effort in to try to damage the Note 3, and this is what the Note 3 looked like after he was done. Now, that looks a tad bit better than the iPhone 6 Plus did after its stress test now, doesn't it? Now, he did the same thing to the Galaxy Note 3. As a matter of fact, if you watch the video, it looks like he beat it up even more. But look, there's no at least there's no damage to it. Now, I'm going to keep it 100% real so no one thinks I'm trying to cover anything up and trying to praise Samsung here. Towards the end of the video, he gave it one more shot to see if he could damage the phone, and he ended up bending the Note 3 a little tiny bit. But again, he put in even more force with the Note 3, and it took him all that effort to do a little bit of damage to it, where he put in even maybe like half the effort with the iPhone 6 Plus and was able to bend the thing like he hit it with a sledgehammer. So do the math. I don't know how anyone with an IQ over 80 could defend Apple when it comes to this. How could you defend Apple for selling a premium product, a $600, approximately $600, top-of-the-line, supposedly smartphone, that with your bare hands and minimal effort that you could bend? How? And people are on Twitter defending it, saying, oh, you need to take care of it or put it in a case, and you shouldn't just put a phone in your pocket, which, okay, yes, like I said in my other iPhone 6 Plus video, you should have a case so the phone doesn't get scratched up. But you having it for a couple days, just putting it in your front pocket, and the phone comes out bent and broken? Like I told you, he tried to bend the phone back, and the screen cracked on him. I'm so tired of people with any brand just blindly defending them. This is a major failure on Apple's part. And you cannot tell me the engineers that designed this phone didn't see that. You can't tell me they weren't walking around with prototypes in their pocket and their phones weren't bending. You can't tell me that wasn't happening. You can't tell me that, what did it probably take them 2 years to develop the iPhone 6? You can't tell me they didn't come across this issue. You can't. But they know that people will just blindly buy whatever shit they throw out there. And they do. And they do. I have friends to this day who I was hoping, because they were around me, would know better, that just defend the shit out of MacBooks. Okay, and there was a time when they were using IBM processors, the PowerPC processors, that there was a difference between Intel processors. I remember Steve Jobs used to always PowerPC and talk about the G3, G4, and G5 processors and do comparisons between Intel processors, and he would have Photoshop up there and everything. And yes, the Apple machines were faster because of the architecture at the time of IBM's processors that they were using, okay? The PowerPC architecture. But now, what is a MacBook? What is an iMac? What is a MacBook Air? They're just PCs with pretty shells. They use Intel processors. They use the same RAM that is in a PC. They use all the same parts. The only thing that makes a MacBook different or a MacBook Pro different is the fact they use the Mac operating system, Mac OS X. That's it. Everything else, the hardware is exactly the same, and you're paying a premium just for it to be wrapped in aluminum with an Apple logo on the back of it. I was at the website before I did put this video up, and I was looking at like top of the line MacBook Pro. Okay, Core i7, it has an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 750M in there, and it starts at $2,000. You can get a Asus gaming laptop for a substantially far less money that would wipe the floor with that top-of-the-line MacBook Pro. Minus the Retina screen. Had to think for a second there. The Retina screen. The specs are at least the same, if not substantially better, with the Asus gaming laptop. But people will spend it just because it's Apple, but those days are done. What I'm saying with this and what made me want to make this video, and I know a lot of times I'm falling on deaf ears, and for the guys that get it, they're like, Rich, you're preaching to the choir and we're tired of it. Just think objectively. Stop being enamored by the brand and look at the product that brand is offering you and say, is this worth my money? Because right now, for a phone that you could easily bend with your bare hands with minimal effort, that's not worth your money. Stop defending it and show Apple, look, I'm not buying your shit product. And it'll wake them up and they'll give a better product to the consumer. Apple, there was a time Apple did differentiate itself. Now they're just shoveling shit because they know they can, and they think no matter what they give people, they'll buy it. I mean, let's be real here. And I may have said this before earlier in the video. Do you think that iPhone 6 Plus that you could bend with your hands is actually going to last 2 years with a 2-year contract? Really? Come on, come back down to earth. Thank you. All right, folks, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one. The preceding video was brought to you by Big Cheese's YouTube channel. For gameplay reviews, gaming music, and vlogs, subscribe to Big Cheese VG. Link below in the description.